This has ripped my nut. That was meant to be a bagpipe. Morning, that's me up. 7:45. I was up the back of 6, but it seemed to take me ages to get going. Maybe because it was pouring down, I was maybe slightly reluctant to get out of bed. It was pouring down with rain all last night. But as soon as I decided to get up and started packing, it stopped. And now it's fine, so really pleased about that. If you look around here, but let's see, can you see the bothy there? And we camp just down from it. And if I pan round, you'll be able to see where we are. So off we go. So we're mostly, for the next wee while, going to be going through this forest bit on this track. So easy going first thing. Apparently this is a much harder day. The section's only 15.5 miles. There's 2 climbs, up and down, but the ground's meant to be quite hard going. It's good on this track just now, but it's meant to be really rough and boggy in places. Now my boots, I've got Salomon, whatever, they're heavy, it's like proper hiking boot on, and it's got a Gore-Tex membrane, but you know, Gore-Tex, no matter what, it can only handle so much and the water gets in. So my boots are soaking wet. My socks, 1,000 mile socks, which have been good, I've found them to work well for me because they're still relatively thin but doubled layered. They're soaked. Now I've got a spare pair in my bag, but because we're going through the boggy bit, I'm not so bothered. It's not so much the wet feet, it's more the wet, heavy, cold, smelly socks. Now those 1,000 mile socks I've got in my bag, you know, they're pretty weighty when they're sodden with water, even if you wring them out. Are you going to put them back on because that's going to be Blister City, or do you put on your fresh pair only for them to get soaked? Hey ho, that's the way it is. What have you got there, Mozzie? Hey, watch out. Just came out the woods there, and we're going to be meeting up with a path, the one that I was maybe going to take up here. We're going up this direction. Come out the woods down there, if you keep going you come down to a river crossing, and I went along to it, I went up, but it's up this way you're meant to come. Just be careful when you come out the woods that you get your bearings right before you head off. The path was really obvious straight ahead, so I just went breezing along it, but luckily very quickly I was like, nah, there's something not right here, and I checked the map and realised I'd made a wee error. This is how we're looking just now. Some big guys. You can't, that one's away up there, you can't even see it. This is identifiable in the map, and if I just come up here, I've turned the notifications back on my GPS. I had them turned off because it was annoying me after a while, but I thought, you know what, I don't need to keep referring to it. If I hear the tones, I know I'm good. If I don't, check it. We're going up around there. Aye, all day, every day, beeps on quite a regular basis actually. Grates on you, but since a couple of times the beeps would have probably helped me out so far already, so they're back on. I'm still not totally sold on the old Harvey map, the scale. I find some features, navigational features, are, I can't see them. I don't know if they're missing or if I'm just not used to the scale or whatever. But what I would say is a GPS, definitely get one if you don't have one, or I would get the Harvey map and the guidebook. I've got all three. So if you're just going off the Harvey, I think you'd struggle. See, if you're just solely going off the Harvey map, I think you'd honestly struggle. The Harvey map, being able to read the descriptions in the guidebook, and also they've got extracts from an OS map in there, that'll help you a lot. So far, most of the walks I've done, it's been like Harvey maps and a guidebook. I didn't even bother with my GPS before. I was just using like my smartwatch for mile counting. But yeah, don't come out with just the Harvey map. You'll take a wrong turn and it'll be a nightmare for you. It's actually quite a hot day today and I've drank my 1 litre of water already. That's only 9:30. I'll tell you one thing, it's cracking around here. Totally awesome. This guy up here in the background. Wait, I'll give you a better view. This. We've came up there, filled up just in the wee burn there. It's probably quite hard for the camera to pick it up, as with most things. So we've got a lot of this sort of stuff going on. Boggy O. There's moss just ploughing through it. I've chosen to follow the Argo tracks coming round here, coming round this guy. You can see there's a trail there as well. I do know that this definitely meets that trail anyway. I checked to make sure. From where I was right on these tracks, so I thought I'm just going to follow these because I know they pick up that trail. In fact, you can see it right there. Before you know it, we're down here. It's the first bit of water. Here's the second. The path goes along the side of it, just up there. Once you've came around here, you cross here. It's not exactly obvious, you can more see the path on the other side. And off we go down here. Looks like we're now taking a wee trip up here. We pull up there. So we've came across there and up. And now we're dropping down this side. Hey, quite a view. There you can see what we've came down. That's us down out the mountains. Down from there. And we go along here. Jesus. There's a guitar for you. We ain't staying. Hey, let's go. It's the bothy up there. And we're down on a bit of beach now. A bit of a coastline section maybe. This would be a nice place to camp. That's 8.26 miles from our last campsite. Stay there. Stay nice. Hey. Way in the distance down there is the beach that we were at. I kept to the right of the river and came up the very edge of the marshes. It seems like down at the beach other folk in the GPS route takes you to the other side, and up this side of the bank I could see what looked like a path in bits and not. Anyway, I just forded a river down there. It's maybe what, like top of your boot height, like top of your ankles. Because my boots are soaked, I just went, you know what, I'm just wading across. I couldn't be bothered. So I've got 2 rubble bags. I spent money on getting these things that I thought would do. In the end, my feet are soaking. Couldn't be arsed getting the stuff out anyway, just battered through. So now I've got, oh, don't know what's going on here. Foamy. We're just going along this boggy track now on the left hand side of the river. This is a nice wee bit here. Bloody hell, I thought that was someone standing there. Right there. Spooky. How's this for backpacking terrain for you? There's another cracking wee bit here, look at that. So nice. Love to camp around somewhere like this. We're going up here. Almost looks like something out of Japan. Coming up this guy. Bit of a breather, and we've still got more to go. Apparently we pick up a 4x4 track or something like that. But let's crack on. Really amazing. We are here at this bend in the river. As you can see, at the bend we're meant to peel off. So that's the right, so that means we should be peeling off to the left. Now where you peel off to the left here, I do not know. There's certainly no obvious signs of anyone going up there. I think I'm going to go up here and over. Apparently you pick up a 4x4 track. But we'll see. The GPX file for the GPS ends down there somewhere, so that's kind of useless. One good thing is though, I know my exact position because I can check the map coordinates that's, you know, from my GPS and make sure it ties it, make sure where I think I am is exactly where I am, and I am right there. Okay, so I know that that's the bend there. I know where I am because I've verified it with my GPS. Now if I orientate the map to the landscape and then I have a look, right, now if I have a look here, so there's a river comes down there, then there's one peels up off to the left. Okay, so there's a river here, there's the corner, there's one there, and there's one here, and the path is just after that, after this guy. It's all going out of focus because water's dripping on the screen. Now I reckon that's that one, and the other one is here. Now I can see in the map it's between the two of them, and it's closer to this one, so I reckon we have to go up there. So that's where we're going to go. There's the corner, we've came up here. You do eventually find a path that's taking us up here. So we've came up there around, and you'll see this big guy. Don't head for that. Once you get to this guy, take a left, and you can see it's a clear path. You can see where it goes away over there. You come up to this guy, then you come up here and along, and then further down there again is the river. So you're not making time in this walk, this stage, that's for sure. This is not a fast going one. That's already 21 minutes past 5, and I have, let's see, only done 14 miles. Okay, let's see, we need to get down to this little campsite, down off this hill before it gets dark. Oh man. There you go. Not actually a death and eat today. I was going to stop and have lunch, but because we were going slow I decided not to bother, and now that's 10 to 6 going up this guy after this big long day, no food. Kind of stupid, but struggling now. Certainly can't stay up the top of this guy though. Okay, we made the pass, so we're just starting our descent now. That's 6:15. We should have less than a mile to go with this stuff to get down to a wee bit where you can camp. I was planning on going a mile and a half further than that today, but with these conditions and this route, I think it's not even a campsite, it's just someone lets you pitch your tents there. Sounds flat, which will be ideal. I look forward to that. So yeah, let's just get down off of this mountain and take it from there. We've came from up there, and this is what we descend down into. There's a 4x4 track there, so that's what we'll pick up. Do you know, I'm almost tempted to camp right there. Quite a crazy place between two wee rivers, but it looks so cool. This is really cool here. Grass is lumpy, it's not flat and even. It's good when you get like closely cropped grass from cattle, deer, whatever, sheep. I think I'm going to go to the campsite. I think we're just going to push on and go to the campsite. It's not, I don't think there's any facilities or anything, but you can pitch your tent in a nice flat bit, so I'm tempted by that. So I think we just keep cracking on. Just round to the corner there, and this is what we see. The campsite bit should just be down there. Okay, that's just came down. I mean, you're way up, you're higher than that guy. And we're just on this track. That's 17.58 miles for a supposed 15.5 mile day. So I'm desperate to get to this campsite so I can get set up and just tan into this. I've got a jar of peanut butter. I've got a new problem as well. My lower arse crack is starting to show signs of wear and tear. I don't know, I think what it is the pants I've got on, these Coolmax ones, I think they've got a seam right there, and I think it's just slowly, the seam's acting as like a little file wearing away at my arse crack. So I'm going to try and sort that somehow. I do have some, but I never have problems with chafing. But I did take some Bodyglide. I had it in my medical kit, I took it out, I had it in, I took it out, and at the end I flung it back in. Now I don't really want to lather up my arse crack with Bodyglide. It's for women as well, this one I've got, so it seems a bit wrong. But might try my other pants. Don't know why I'm talking about pants. Yeah, let's try and get to this campsite. So as you can see, we're pretty slow at 1.5 miles an hour on average, but we done 18.37 miles. Okay, map time. We were here, camped next to the bothy, and we followed the track all the way here until it met the route that I was originally going to take that goes the other side. I'm glad I did, because there's houses there. That wouldn't have been good. Well, a house, I should say. So then we came along here. Do you know, I can't even remember what that was like. Round through here, and this, they say there's like chest deep bogs and all this in here, and it shows you it cutting across. I stuck along the right hand side. There's a path, a more obvious path along this way. You have to jump some bits and all that, but you know, like probably as you do going over here. And I came up along here and met this track on the right hand side of the river, and then walked along the track. Shows you here this coming along here. I didn't want to go anywhere near any of this. There is some sort of road across here at some point, but yeah, I then joined this track and followed it all along, and it runs out there, and where it ran out I just breezed down and crossed the river. Big wide low level bit, and met up with this again, and then walked along up here. It's really rough here, rough going, and then got here, and this is a bit that I videoed. There's nothing obvious, but as you come just before the bend, there's a like bouldery bit that you jump over a wee burn. It's almost immediately there. You take a left, and you can't see it because there's loads of undergrowth, but if you breeze up there, you will eventually see a path. This map doesn't show you the detail, the formation, the rock formation that's really needed to navigate as accurately as you actually need to. But the scale on this confuses me slightly. Still not used to it. And then along here, and it's really well defined, zigzaggy up here, and if it's in the mist you never think you're going to get there. And then you start dropping down all the way along here, which is really good flat pitches. So I cooked all my stuff in the bothy, cooked all my food and all that. I hung stuff out to dry, put my portable power pack on to charge. Don't like to sleep in the bothies in case beasties get on all my stuff. And also I like to, if my tent's been soaked, I like to air it every day.